everybody, and welcome back to another episode of GameSpark. I am Susie Grace, and today is episode 15. I am joined yet again by another amazing guest. So if you could go ahead and introduce yourself, please, that would be fantastic.
Hola, ¿cómo están todos? I'm just kidding. No, for reals. Hi, my name is SwordArt, and obviously, well, not obviously, because not everyone knows, but I got my name from the anime Sword Art Online, which was my anime spark.
If there was an anime spark. See, I didn't even know it was an anime, so I learned that. I've already learned that today.
That was my anime spark. I've seen anime before, but this was the spark, the one that got me to watch anime.
That got you into it. All right, so we got an extra spark then. We got the anime spark.
Oh, and I called dibs on anime spark.
That's SwordArt's. That is SwordArt's. So SwordArt has been a member of my Twitch community for a while now, and he is a delight to have in chat and during my streams. And so I'm excited to have him finally here on this podcast. So without further ado, let's get to our first question. My first question for you is, what is your earliest gaming memory?
I have only two distinct earliest memories. I don't know which one came first, but
okay, give them both to me.
My first one I could think of was with my cousin who had an N64 and played probably one of the first games he had on the 64 was Mario Party. So it's right here.
Oh, nice!
Which I have. It's mine now.
It's yours now.
Yeah.
I've never played Mario Party. I know nothing about it. But...
Do it.
Do it.
You got once in a while. You gotta be toxic to your siblings.
It's
true.
I know
that sounds.
I agree. I totally agree. So you played that with your cousin?
Yeah, we only had one controller though, and trust me when I say that we played way too much because I have this N64, and I don't know if you could tell, but the joystick is
sad. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is not. That's like that is the N64 controller. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love when people have like the OG originals. That's so great because I don't have, my brother owned all my stuff, like all the stuff that I played when I was younger. So I don't have any of the things that I first played games on.
But yeah, we played way too much because some of the mini games required to rotate that joystick. Mm-hmm. And we just kept going like this and we ruined it basically. We ruined it.
Yeah, but that's like good wear and tear though. And you still have it.
I still have it.
Yeah, it's special.
So the other earliest memory was the same thing with my cousin. He had I think it was a PlayStation 1. It was his birthday, and the game he got for his birthday was Mega Man X4.
Okay. I've heard of it, but I've never played it. But I feel like my brother may have owned Mega Man X4.
X4 is peak. Mega Man X.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down.
I don't know. What do you know about Mega Man X? Like the gameplay.
Isn't Mega Man X when like the Zero person was introduced?
Yes.
He's in red, right?
Yeah, he's my favorite character, and that's what got me into swords.
Oh, okay. I just remember. I think it was Zero that made the sound effect that my dad would forever echo, still to this day. Hoo-ha-ha. I think that came from Zero. Right.
It's a fun game. Like it really is because for the first time you get an X playthrough and a Zero playthrough.
Oh, interesting. Mega Man X.
So really, like when he first played it, my cousin he didn't even play as X. He played as he did play, but the first character I saw was Zero.
So I've written it down.
Like, the X games are great because you can dash faster, farther, and you can wall jump. So and you can charge up your weapons. So it's so
that definitely makes it better because the first Mega Man was, gosh, it was terrible. It was terrible. I hated it. It was so bad. Okay,
so those are my two earliest gaming memories.
Okay, awesome. I love that. I remember my brother is a huge Mega Man fan. Okay, so my second question for you is, what would you consider your spark game, the game that kind of got you into gaming?
It's the same game, Mario Party.
Mario Party, there it is.
It basically made me like want to play more of it. Like even if it's just Mario Party, I gotta play it.
I love that.
That's what got me into.
Can you play it alone, or do you have to play it with somebody? Oh, okay, so you can play it by yourself.
There's not much to do. Like there's the whole minigame island, which you have to beat all the minigames. But yeah, you can play by yourself. But it's obviously a lot better with your friends or siblings, so you can have more toxic moments.
Yay! How many players can you play Mario Party with?
4. But with the new one that's gonna come out, like apparently it's like up to 20 players. So.
Oh, that's right. They did just announce a new one, right? For the Nintendo Direct. That was the new one. And as I was watching it, I was like, I'm not really into games like this. These games are silly. I don't like games like this. And people were like, hello, that's because you play them with people.
No, but you wanna know something?
What?
Mario Party is better than Towerfall.
You are a liar! Towerfall is the best multiplayer game ever made.
When you said you were dying on the hell, I'm like, oh, get ready. You better get ready for Saturday.
Oh my gosh, I love Towerfall, but I concede that I've never played Mario Party. Okay, my next question for you is, what is the first game you played and beat all by yourself?
I would probably say this game right here. It's the new Super Mario Brothers for the DS.
Oh, nice. There
Sorry.
you go. Yeah. I never had a DS, so I never played that one. But
it's good. I like it. I mean, for a DS, like for portable, it does a job. And it got me into speed running. Like I'm not a pro. I'm not even an amateur, but I'm more of an enthusiast.
Okay.
For speed running.
I did not know
like that taught me how to speed run. So
interesting. New Super Mario Brothers Deluxe. That was the first. No.
New Super Mario Bros. Like just new Super Mario Bros.
Oh, I thought it was Deluxe. Oh, okay, never mind. New Super Mario Bros.
Basically the original Super Mario's, but just add the new to it.
So is it the actual, or so is it actually the original Super Mario game?
It's a remake. Like it's a reimagining of new, like the original Super Mario Bros.
Oh, so it's not a different game. It's the original game, just with like better graphics and reimagined.
Sort of. There's some changes. Like the layout, I mean, there's 8 worlds instead of 4.
Oh, so it is slightly different. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's slightly different. It's new. It's new.
It's new Super Mario Bros. Okay, my next question for you is, what 3 video games have impacted you the most?
I think you already know the first one.
Mario Party.
I love Mario Party. I really
great.
love it. Yeah, there's this group I follow. They call themselves the Party Crashers. They play online, and it's so funny. They're not, unfortunately, not family friendly. They do some curse because it's Mario Party, but they're my favorite.
They're toxic moments with multiplayer
group to watch.
Okay.
Yeah, and one particular. There's only one person I follow from them. His name is King of Skill.
Okay.
And I'm like, this guy is just like me. Like he's good, just like me, and his friends are not, and they try taking him down.
And they fail every single time. Is that what you're saying?
Not all the time.
Oh, not all the time. This just in, SwordArt is amazing at Mario Party. Okay, Mario Party, game number 2.
Here's one that impacted me. It's called Pro Evolution Soccer 2010. Okay. This is the FIFA's rival game. I basically got this game to the FIFA, the popular one. This is more of the lesser known game. It was my first game on the PS3, which took me a while to get because for the longest time I was N64.
Just only N64?
Yeah, only N64. Nice. And it wasn't until that Christmas of 2009 where I got the PS3 and it came with that game.
Oh, nice.
And I'm like, this isn't FIFA. Pro Evolution Soccer? What is this? Like, does it have the licensing of the teams? Real names? I mean, it looks like it has Messi with the Barca shirt. It impacted me because, not necessarily because of the gameplay, but the music. This doesn't have original soundtracks. It has licensed music. Okay. And I absolutely loved it. I would argue that this game is the reason why my current genre to listen to is alternative.
Oh, okay.
I love alternative music. Alternative music. I know I'm doing the. I know
you're like a music person. Like you are very big into music. We talked about this before we actually started this interview, and so that actually doesn't surprise me at all that the music really impacted you and stayed with you.
There was a lot of classic, your British rock, Britpop, electronic, just alternative type music. So I love listening to it. And every other, I guess, soccer game I played, whether it be FIFA or PES, that's what it was called, I would listen to the soundtrack. And I'm like, all right, I gotta add this artist to my playlist, and I still do.
That's great.
It's not the same anymore. Like the new FIFA and PES games, it's not even called PES anymore. It's called eFootball, and they ruined it.
Oh,
Konami, being Konami, ruined their game PES.
Ooh.
You know, I actually have a playlist of all the songs from the PES series in one playlist, of my favorite ones at least, and I just listen to it. I'm like, this is memories.
Brings it back. I know, I love that. Game number 3?
Game number 3, ooh. This one, it shaped me in terms of what I basically wanted to do consistently, and that is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Got it. And that's on PlayStation.
And kind of a side note, this is the one that has that infamous mission where you witness the killing of civilians. So
yeah. Oh, yes, I do remember.
That one we talked about it months back. Yeah, it shaped the type of player I wanted to be. I wanted to play online Call of Duty all the time, even today.
So it
started with my cousin, same one. He had an Xbox 360 and he had Modern Warfare 2. And at first we were just playing the campaign, and then I think his parents let him buy Xbox Live.
Oh yeah.
And that's why for the first time I saw a Call of Duty multiplayer experience, and I'm like, I need that.
Changed your life. Absolutely changed your life.
But yeah, the entire Modern Warfare trilogy is probably the best trilogy that Activision has done. COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3 are amazing, and I think you should play. I know it's violent, and I know obviously that one, especially with 2, there's just that controversial mission which you don't have to play. It actually warns you. That's the thing too. Like, yeah, it tells you, warning, the mission you're about to play may be offensive, disturbing. Do you want to skip? And that's what I did. That's what I did when I played it. I was scared. I'm like, what is that? What does that even mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like, I've already played enough times. I'm like, what's gonna happen? I'm just, I'm not gonna find out. So I didn't even know about the controversy until later on. And
have you actually played it?
I was begging my mom to give me this game. I never got it. She's like, nope, it's too violent for you.
Absolutely not.
Right call. So
did you ever actually play that scene? Have you actually played through it? Okay.
Yeah. I played it, the moment I turned, not the moment I turned 17, but a couple weeks after I turned 17, I could finally buy this game. So I went to GameStop and got it. I played it, and, what I did was I just turned my back when it was about to happen.
Yeah. My next question for you is, have any games made you cry?
So there's 2 that come into mind.
Okay.
The first one is not really a game, but I guess more of the lore behind it.
Oh, okay.
Game. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if you saw what I posted on GameRex, like a video on YouTube. I don't know if you saw, it was an animation teaser for for Sonic and Shadow Generations.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched that one yet.
So I don't know what do you know about Shadow?
I know nothing about Shadow. I don't even know who or what Shadow is in the Sonic world.
He's a black hedgehog. He's supposed to be Sonic's rival.
Oh, okay. I literally have not touched a Sonic game since I was 10. So
he kind of has this edginess towards him. He's like an anti-hero. He doesn't look like he's a hero, but he does do good things.
Okay.
And what makes me not really cry, but more of a sad, that kind of gets me a little angry too, is Shadow's backstory.
Spoilers.
So Shadow was created by the grandfather of Dr. Eggman. And aboard, they were in the space colony arc or whatever. It's this big old, think of it as the ISS, but bigger, and it has more research stuff.
Okay.
Shadow befriends the granddaughter of Gerald Robotnik. That's his full name. Her name's Maria. She's sick. She's not allowed, she can't travel to Earth. And the grandfather's trying to, find a cure for her. And that's why he created Shadow, because he's the ultimate life form. He could be the key to curing Maria's disease. And so Shadow befriends her, and they're basically brother and sister. Unfortunately, for some dumb reason, the government decided, we're gonna arrest you, Gerald, and we're just gonna kill everybody. And yes, Maria gets killed.
Oh man.
And it's so sad.
Oh, that's
and so
awful.
For me, that's just, I hate that. I hate, they would do such a thing. And you can't blame Shadow for being, because he kind of has there's a part where obviously he wants revenge on humanity, I mean, he took they took someone he cared about really, really deeply.
Man, I had no idea Sonic got so heavy because
And I feel like that's the reason why, apart from gameplay, people prefer Sonic over Mario. Because Mario is obviously this lighthearted game.
Yeah, Mario,
no
everything
story.
is like, yeah.
Nothing really happens to the characters, you know.
It's true.
But with this one, there's a lot of heavy moments.
Interesting. I did
So
not
like, I
know
feel
that.
for Shadow, you know, because people forget that Shadow had he had a friend.
You said there were 2 games that made you emotional.
The last one, emotional in terms of just the way it ends, and that is Modern Warfare 3.
Okay.
This Modern Warfare 3, not this one.
Okay.
This one.
Okay.
Not this.
Okay.
Winner, loser.
Okay.
Because there's 2 Modern Warfare 3s.
Got it.
The OG. I don't want to talk about that one.
Okay, we don't have to talk about that one, but that one was one that that got to you. You don't have to talk about it. It's totally fine.
The way it ends.
Okay.
It's such a bittersweet ending.
My next question for you is, what are your top 5 video games of all time? And I know that's hard.
No particular order.
Okay, that's fine.
I would probably say my most recent favorite is Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
Oh yeah, I've heard great things about Wonder.
It's wonderful. It really is. Like, you play it, and at least for me, because I've played the other new Super Mario titles. I'm like, that Super Mario Wonder has more charm. Not blows, but it blows the other games out of the water. Like, Mario Wonder has more charm than the entire new Super Mario Bros. Collection.
Dang. It's on my backlog. I have it on my backlog.
I load up new Super Mario Bros. U, or the second one on the DS, or like the one for the Wii, and I'm like, this is bland. This is bland.
After Wonder.
Mario Wonder, really, it has so much charm. Like, you're going to play it. I don't know when you're going to play it.
It's on my
but
backlog.
when you do, you're going to be smiling the entire time.
I love that. I love games like that. Especially when there are some games that can just rip your heart out and make you just ugly cry. So
that's what I played after Tears of the Kingdom. Like, you know what? I need something fun. And I'm like, Mario Wonder was that game for me.
I don't remember what I played after Tears of the Kingdom, but I needed some serious healing after Tears of the Kingdom.
Second one is another Call of Duty game, and it's Black Ops 2.
Okay.
This was my first one I ever owned.
Oh,
because I didn't own any of the other ones before that. I don't know how I was able to get it without my parents knowing, because I was still young. I love it. I love it just as much as I do Modern Warfare 2. If Modern Warfare 2 was that spark that got me into Call of Duty, Black Ops 2 was the one that elevated it to 11.
Got it.
Where I was playing all the time. I was playing online all the time. That was my golden era of Call of Duty.
Golden Call of Duty.
That was my time to talk with friends on the PlayStation Network, not Xbox.
Okay, game number 3.
It's another Call of Duty game. I'm just kidding. No,
I was gonna say.
At this point, it's gonna be a top 5 Call of Duty games. Nah, it's not like that. I played other games too, you know.
That's good to know. That's good to know.
This one, I thought I had the game for it, but it's Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh gosh, I've heard great things about Ghost of Tsushima.
And I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of mad that you took it off your backlog.
I took it off my backlog because it's supposed to be violent. I wasn't sure if anybody noticed.
I know. You think I'm not gonna notice?
You're like, what the heck? What's she doing? Why? I've heard great things about it. I've heard it's amazing.
It's great.
Yeah,
I've heard. I like it. It gave me Last Samurai vibes. I don't know if you've seen the movie The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise.
No.
Yeah, it's the only game I've ever platinumed.
Oh.
Or platinum or 100% basically.
Nice. Okay.
It's pretty easy to platinum it. It's not as overly difficult, and there are some hidden trophies, but I mean you can get all the trophies pretty easily.
Oh my gosh. Okay, right. Ghost of Tsushima. That's a good one from what I've heard. That's a really good one.
So number 4, Hitman: World of Assassination.
I have never heard of this game before.
It's called World of Assassination now, but it used to be Hitman 1, 2, and 3. It was like this reboot series they made from 2016, then 2018, then 2022. It's fun. You play as a hitman, take out targets. Okay. And one of the coolest things they did was they decided around 2023 to merge all those 3 games into one package. I'm trying to think of an example. I don't think any other game has done that. But for example, when Hitman 2 came out, you can play missions from Hitman 1
Oh.
and then Hitman 3. So like, I mean, you had to pay money, but at that point they're like, you know what, we're just gonna merge them into one package. It's a sandbox type game.
Oh.
You can do so much stuff. Like you can kill your target as in any way. Like for example, I know it's not gory. There's barely any blood. In fact, I don't even think you need to kill anybody. Like the only person you need to kill is the target. But you don't have to get your blood, your hands, dirty. You can make it look like an accident.
Oh, great! So
Oops,
you can be yeah, okay. This was an accident.
Yeah, the way you can approach a level is so much fun. I played all of the Hitman missions from 1, 2, and 3, and the amount of the amount of ways you can enter a level, the amount of ways you can take out a target is
endless, probably, but it's just endless.
Kind of endless.
Yeah.
So, like for example, like I think, like if you ever want to play it, and let's say one of your children happens to watch by, you can just walk away. Like for example, you don't even need to be there for the target to be killed. Like, just put some poison in, walk away, and then you won't even see them die.
I've never heard of that ever.
It's a lot of fun. It really is.
World of Assassination. So that's the 3 that you said that they put in together.
So they combined the 3 games into one package.
Number 1 game.
Or 5?
Or 5. Yeah,
the last one. The last one. This one doesn't have a game cover. I'll probably you'll probably show it here because it's the Steelbook edition, but it's the 2019 Modern Warfare Call of Duty.
Oh, okay.
It's Steelbook, so I love that game. I know, like it's also one of those games that people, they didn't like the multiplayer because it was slow, and people like to camp, which is basically stay in one place.
Oh yeah.
That's what camping is.
Got it.
But I absolutely loved it. It ushered in a new era of Call of Duty because for the first time they actually like made changes, like when it comes to the graphics, and just it introduced Warzone, which is now this popular free-to-play battle royale.
Oh, interesting.
That's one thing I love about the game is the graphics. The animations are absolutely beautiful.
Nice.
Like I would argue Modern Warfare 2019 was one of those games that pushed the PS4 to its absolute limit.
Yeah.
Like it's so good. And there's one mission that was just mind-blowing. It's called Clean House. You take place that you're basically kind of doing a silent raid on a house, and playing that at night on release day was scary.
Yeah, I bet.
For the first time, because you're in the eyes of a spec ops operator, and I don't know, like what Navy SEALs do. When they clear rooms, you never know what's behind that door.
Yep.
It was super silent. You had my night vision goggles on, and you're just slowly walking up, and you can either bash the door or just quietly open it, and just pray. Just
pray.
Yeah, that mission, it was like the first time like the military consultants called like the dev team and be like, you know what, that was 100% spot on.
Like, you know how like you mean like in real life, like they were like, this was legitimately what something like this could go. Oh wow.
Yes, and I'm like, oh my, like when I saw they always hype it up with the marketing.
Yeah.
But I played it and I'm just like, this is like not a horror game, but it's just so quiet. It's so quiet, and you're just walking up the stairs, and you just hear the guy in front of you just being like, quiet, like entering the first room, just super
like
quiet.
Life doesn't have a backtrack. It doesn't, serious situations like that. We see them in movies and we see them in games and stuff, but I would imagine that it's far more frightening because it's silent. It's quiet.
I think what made it also really good was the scaling. They made the video game scaling, like how they say it, 1-to-1, meaning that it's basically like it's modeled in real life. Because I don't know if you noticed, but with video games, they kind of scale up the geometry or like the buildings.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Here it was like an actual scaling in real life. Like it's claustrophobic.
It felt far more real,
like,
I'm sure.
If you ever see like a SWAT team line up in a corridor, absolutely, like that's what it was like. And I'm just like,
this is going to lead me to my last question for you. Why do you like playing video games?
It's just fun.
Yeah.
It really is just, it's fun. I mean, just more of the social aspect, playing with somebody online or next to you, split screen.
Mhm.
It's just a fun time.
Yeah.
I would rather do that than to go out in a bar or something, honestly.
Me too. Twitch is the first time I've experienced kind of the social part of gaming because I've never done like the online gaming thing. But I know it's been around for a really long time, and this is kind of a historic moment in GameSpark because I don't think I've had anybody talk so much about playing online and like building that kind of community and those friendships and stuff with people. And I think that's really cool. They're just fun. And that's all there is to it.
This is fun. It's fun destroying lobbies.
It's fun destroying lobbies, and it's fun.
It's not fun with the other way around, though. Oh my gosh.
I imagine that is probably very, very
But
true.
I will never rage quit. Just know that.
You'll never rage quit.
Lobby. I will, even if I'm the only person on the other team. If all my teammates decide to back out, I'm not leaving.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me about games. I really appreciate it. This was, like I said, this was kind of a historic GameSpark because I haven't had anybody talk about games like Call of Duty or anything so far. You're the first.
Gracias a usted también. Thank you to you too in Spanish.